Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottom. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Boom! A huge day inside of the True Trading Group chat room. I came on this live stream yesterday. I told you yesterday, guys, I'm buying call options. I think the markets are going to bounce, and bounce, boy, did we ever. Big time bounce in the overall markets today, guys. Huge. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We've got to talk about the trade here from today. Big time win on SPY call options. Congratulations, all of my members. Congratulations, all of our viewers that followed along with that trade from yesterday going into today. It was a big one. But is this the beginning of that bear market rally? Do we have more upside coming? Or is it just a one little day dead cat bounce before the bottom drops out and we continue down to the downside? We're going to answer all those questions for you right here on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And I've been doing this for over 16 years, guys. I began my career working for a fund in New York City. It was my first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Like I said, I'm now the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, to learn, trade, and profit consistently. TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, futures, crypto, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and yes, also even long-term investing. At TTG, guys, we take that university level education and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year on their own. We give you access to nearly 10,000 of the TTG fam, the most educated, supportive, active, helpful, successful community of traders that's out there today. And not to mention, of course, all of our real-time trade alerts from myself and the rest of the pro mods at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% for going on now the last 2 years. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications. Do not ever miss out on these live streams. I do them 6 days a week, constantly giving you free lessons, education, market commentary, and trade ideas. And of course, show us some love and smash that like button, guys. Let's get down to business here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring on my business partner, co-founder of True Trading Group. We're going to have a very open conversation, just like we did yesterday. This is the guy, guys, that Adam is the business end of the True Trading Group. Make sure that the platform is just always rocking for the members. Make sure you guys have access to all of the tools and resources and help and mentorship that you guys need. And I love having him come on. We had a really great conversation yesterday. You know, it's great for him to come on because he asks a lot of the questions that you guys have. Right. So has not been trading for 16 years. So he kind of starts and has the same questions and kind of thinks about the same things and thinks about things just like you guys do. Some of the things that I might just pass on over my head. He asks the hard questions and he drills me on the good topics. So I want to bring him on. We'll have a nice little conversation. Everybody give a big warm ayo welcome to Adam.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro? How are you?
I'm doing well. Great day today inside the chat, man.
Yeah, man. Big time. Big time.
Hey, you took a big gamble on that. Well, not big, because I don't want to say, because you know what you're doing, obviously, because you're educated. So it wasn't a gamble necessarily, but it took some backbone to sit on that trade overnight, you know?
Yeah, sure did, man. Sure did. We made fresh new lows yesterday, right? Fresh new lows on the year. And a lot of people thought that the markets were just going to have the rug pulled out from underneath them. And I took the contrarian trade. I went with call options yesterday, I told you guys on the live stream yesterday that, guys, I'm in call options. I think the markets are going to experience a bounce. You had a lot of news happen between yesterday and today. And sure enough, we were on the right side of that trade, and it turned out to be just an absolute monster win for us and a monster win for all the members in chat. Guys, if you made money on the SPY call options with me, if you guys made money in chat today, I want to sound off. Tell me how you did. I love to hear how the TTG fam did when you guys hit those winning trades. I absolutely love it. And I told you yesterday on the live stream, hey, listen, guys, I'm in call options. I think we're going to bounce. If I'm wrong, I'll come on here the next day and I'll tell you that I'm wrong. But I also told you that if I'm right, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to pound my chest a little bit, because it was a huge day for us inside of the TTG chat. So just congratulations again, all my TTG fam. And everybody.
We even have a clip of you calling this out yesterday, don't we?
We sure do. We got a video clip of this from yesterday's live stream where Adam you were on the live stream with me. You were asking me about, hey, what does this mean now? We made new lows on the year. What's it all mean? And I gave you my input and I gave you my thoughts.
All right, let's roll that clip.
No.
All right, let's talk about it today. So I'm going to start off with some easy warm-up questions and conversation, right? Tell me the impact or the significance of what exactly happened today with new lows. How low did we get? What did that do? Give me the 10,000 foot view, and then let's dive in.
The S&P 500 pierced the June low briefly and very minimally. So the actual June low, and I'll draw a line on my screen of what the June low was. And this white line was your June low. And you can see we pierced that low here today very marginally. Okay, you see we very, very just barely got underneath it. We got down to as low as your new low, which is 360.87 is your new low. Your prior low was 362.17 on the SPY. So we just barely broke it by just over $1. But then later this afternoon, we regained that level. We got back above that June low, pulled back to retest it for good measure. And then now all of a sudden that prior June low starting to act as a level of support there again. And I am actually, as it stands right now, I am actually in call options. I'm actually thinking that we might get a little bit of a bounce in this market over the next day or so. Now that we pierced that June low, we got back above it. Now I'm looking for a little bit of a bounce going into tomorrow or possibly even going into Thursday. So, yep, that might have surprised a lot of people on this live stream. We made brand new lows on the year today. But in fact, I got myself into call options late in the day today, the October 7th, $365 strike call.
Well, when you're right, you're right. There's no debating that. When you're right, you're right. So a lot of stuff happened today, man. Let's address the elephant in the room. Is the reason this happened today the same reason that you thought it was going to happen yesterday originally? And maybe explain what your thought process was briefly yesterday for you to hold this overnight, and what actually took place today for this bounce to happen.
Sure. So yesterday, if you guys were to watch the entire live stream yesterday where Adam and I had that conversation, and again, if you're just joining us, that video clip was from yesterday's live stream. If you missed it, you guys can go back. You can check it out yesterday. But the reason why I was expecting the markets to bounce was twofold. Okay. The reasoning that I gave you yesterday was that I said, bond yields have gotten parabolic, and I'm expecting a pullback in bond yields. The other reason was we broke the June low, then regained it, got back above it, and then it started to act as a level of support. So we kind of pierced the low, regained it, which is going to be more of a technical type of trade idea. And I also felt that the markets were very oversold. We dropped about 12% in a matter of 2 weeks. That's an extreme move in the overall markets. You got a spike in the VIX up into the low to mid 30s, which has been an area where over the year in 2022, the markets have bounced once you get up towards 35 on the VIX. So I had a lot of reasons why I felt that the markets are going to bounce. That was the reasoning and everything that I went over yesterday. And then overnight, I actually got some help on this trade from the Bank of England. Some news came out overnight while we were sleeping here. Okay. The Bank of England announced that they were actually going to kickstart back up quantitative easing. For those who don't know what quantitative easing is, that is when a federal bank, or a central bank rather, ours is called the Federal Reserve. That's the England is the Bank of England. And when a central bank steps in and provides liquidity into a type of credit market in the sense of buying bonds, all right? So the Bank of England announced that they were going to begin buying bonds in their markets. And what that did was create a lot of buying pressure in their bond market. When that happens, yields on the bonds, the interest rates that those bonds provide, goes down. So the price of a bond and the interest that a bond pays work in opposite inverse of each other. As there's more demand for bonds and there's buying in bonds, the yield goes down because the government does not need to pay a higher interest rate to attract buyers of their bonds, because there's a lot of demand, so they can pay less interest. As there's no demand for bonds and people are selling bonds and the price of bonds are going down, the interest those bonds pay starts to rise to attract and entice people to start to buy them. Okay, so they act inverse to each other. So by the Bank of England buying bonds, it actually sent the interest or the yields of those bonds, it sent them down. And when that happened, all yields on all bonds around the globe went down, including here in the US. The 2-year Treasury, the 10-year Treasury, they all went down drastically. And when bond yields go down drastically, that usually provides a bit of an uplift for equities and for stocks. And did I know the Bank of England was going to do that? No, I did not. Okay. Obviously, there's no way I could have known that the Bank of England was going to do that. So I did get help on that idea from the Bank.
Are you sure that you did not know that the Bank of England was going to do that? Because no. I feel like you say that you know the Bank of England wasn't going to do that, but but look, the real question is, what did you think was going to happen today that made you hold it? And honestly, let's call a spade a spade. Did you get lucky today, or do you think this would have happened with or without?
No, I don't think I got lucky today. I mean, you had a lot of news come out. Actually, there was actually a negative article on Apple, and that actually sent the overnight futures market down. And then you got the Bank of England come out with their news, and then that sent the futures market back up. So you had a lot of back and forth, and a lot of volatility in the overnight futures session. It was a wild futures session overnight while we were sleeping. Like if you guys looked at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I mean, futures were trading lower when that Apple news came out. And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, the Bank of England news comes out, and then the market just absolutely ripped. It was a wild session in the after hours session. But, I stuck to my guns. I mean, at that point, nothing I can do anyway, because options don't trade 24 hours. So you can't trade the options until the markets open up anyway. But I stuck by my thoughts. And even when the markets opened today, knowing what had taken place, I told everybody in chat today, guys, you got to keep your eyes on yields. And if the yields continue to go down, all right, that's going to provide breathing room for equities. And then we can get a move. And if we get over 370.50, I think we've got a chance to really push. And, and push did we ever. Just a huge move today in the markets. And what a lot of people don't realize, if the S&P was up over 2% today, that's with Apple being red on the back of the news from Apple. Apple had some negative news about cutting the increased production of their iPhones, because originally Apple said they were going to increase production to meet what they expected to be really high demand. And they didn't, and they cut that. So that was bad news for Apple. But if Apple did not have that news, and let's say Apple just had a normal with no news catalyst day, the weighting of Apple's over 7% of the S&P 500. If Apple just had a normal day today would have been one of the biggest days of the entire year for the S&P 500, because that 7.5% weighting from Apple was actually pulling the S&P down because Apple was red today while the market was pushing higher. But if Apple was actually moving higher with the rest of the market and did not have that news catalyst, today would have been one of the biggest days of the entire year in the S&P.
All right, so let's move on to the question everyone wants to know: is the stock market crash over? Right? Before you answer it, I'll say this: usually I come into this and talk to you, and I really am kind of going into it blind. You and I, we'll discuss interesting topics that happen throughout the day, but not necessarily the questions I'm going to ask you or anything like that. And, just from having these conversations with you, I know that quantitative easing is, which I guess is when a government, comes in and starts buying back securities and bonds and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is part of that, and free money is part of how we got into inflation. Is that correct so far?
That is a correct assumption. Yes.
So the fact that that the Bank of England is now moving to quantitative easing as opposed to quantitative tightening, that's not, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But that's not a very deflationary thing. That's kind of how we got into this mess to begin with. And kind of seems like it was like a Band-Aid,
Yeah, this definitely is not a solution. It's a Band-Aid. It's like somebody stabbed you with a knife and like you're bleeding out, and I'm just like, I put a piece of cloth over you and I'm like, here, just hold this. That's not a solution. You still have to go to the hospital and you still have to get that hole sewed up. Okay, you can't just, it's not just going to heal itself. It's first of all, it's a 1 month long program where the Bank of England's going to step in and they're gonna buy bonds, and they're just trying to stabilize. I mean, you've seen just massive wild currency fluctuations in the pound. You have the pound is at parity with the US dollar, which is something that I've never seen before. I don't think in my entire lifetime, or at least I haven't seen it since I've been paying attention to financial.
What does that mean? Meaning it's the same?
Yeah, meaning like the US dollar is worth the same as, like $1 would be worth the same as 1 pound. Okay. I have never seen that before in my entire life, and they're getting close to parity, meaning they're equal in value. Usually it's like $1.20, $1.30, $1.40 for 1 pound. And you've seen some wild moves in the currency markets. The British pound has gotten destroyed lately. I think it's only like $1.08, something like that. I've never seen that before ever in my entire life. Maybe when I was 4 years old, if that was the case, I have no idea, but certainly not for as long as I've been paying attention to financial markets, which is now 2 decades. I've never seen that. So, it's a temporary solution, because what happens when the Bank of England stops buying bonds? Are there going to be buyers that will step in and replace that demand? Or do you just go right back to your regularly scheduled programming? So it's not a long-term solution. It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah. Let me interrupt for a second, if I may. But next month we have another Fed meeting, right?
No, November
we have a Fed meeting, and the November Fed meeting will talk about September's numbers.
You're talking about inflation?
Yes.
Well, you'll get inflation on October 13th, I think, is the day that we get September's CPI number. So we're going to find out what was September's inflation. What does that look like? We're going to find that out in October. And then in November, we'll find out October's inflation numbers. And then in November, you'll get the next Fed meeting.
Got it. So hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be part of I didn't know that until you said it, but this is going to be part of a 1 month, venture that the Bank of, Bank of London or Bank of England is doing. Yep. So what happens if this kind of acts as like a bridging of the gap, gets people invigorated, gives people a little bit of relief, and then you get the CPI number for September, and that number's come down big time at that point. Mm-hmm. And then you further that out, because if they're doing it for a month, today's the 28th, which means they'll be done around the end of the month. Mm-hmm. in October. Mm-hmm. When is the Fed meeting in November? Do you know?
It's the second half of November.
Okay. So hypothetically speaking, and maybe I'm wrong, but when you said a month, I thought they were just doing something for today. But when you think about this for a second, if inflation does indeed go down by a meaningful number, and what the Bank of England is doing kind of bridges the gap, you're really, really setting up for a melt up at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, listen, I made a call it's about 2 months ago to the day almost, where I had, well, no, it was the beginning of August, so I guess a month and a half, where I made a call. I came on this live stream, and I always give you guys my calls going out. You know, I don't just come on here and recap what happened yesterday or what happened today. I come on here, we talk about the day, we talk about what happened, what's going on, we recap our trades, wins and losses, we recap our trades. But then I also tell you what I think is going to happen now going forward, not for tomorrow, not just for next week, but I give you kind of longer term outlook stuff as well. And so far, my longer term outlook calls on this market have been absolutely spot on. You know, from the COVID crash in 2020, saying March, April, go long, go long, go long was the best investment decision of my entire life. And then the end of 2021, I said, sell, sell, sell your long-term portfolio. We're going to crash next year. That was correct. And then in 2022, I gave a call, said, hey, energy this year, oil sector, that's the place to be. That was the right call. You know, we've been spot on so far with all of the stuff that we've done on our bigger calls. And I said in early August, I said, buyer beware. I expect a pretty deep pullback going into September. But then I said, I think that we have a Santa Claus rally at the end of the year. And what a Santa Claus rally is November and December, once you get to Thanksgiving and then into the end of the year, is typically seasonally, historically, a very strong time in the market. September is the weakest month of the entire year historically. If you go back to 1928, which is the year the S&P 500 was created, and you factor in every single month from each year, September is the weakest month of the year historically. Well, to the flip side of that, that November, December is one of the strongest parts or one of the strongest times of the year. And if you go into the end of this year and everybody right now is still expecting another 75 basis point rate hike at the November meeting, they're expecting another 50 basis point rate hike or 75 basis point rate hike at the December meeting. And inflation expectations are what they are. But if you go into the end of the year now, and Adam, you're 100% correct. If the Bank of England can provide like a month-long buffer for everybody to just chill the F out, and then all of a sudden September's CPI numbers absolutely drop, where you don't go from just 8.5 to 8.3, which is what happened from July into August, which was a very disappointing number. But if you have a meaningful drop in September CPI, like what if September CPI is 7.3? And then what happens if October CPI is 6.9? I mean, now you're talking about going into the end of the year and inflation is already back in the low 60s, still too high, but in a really good position. And maybe the Fed, instead of giving you another 75 basis point rate hike in November, maybe they don't give you 75. Maybe they only give you 50. And then maybe if inflation comes down again in November, maybe the December meeting, they only give you 25. If that happens, make no mistake about it, this market will rally into the end of the year. And I think that inflation is going to come down meaningfully. I'm not saying we're going to come down from 8.3 to 8.1. That's not meaningfully. But I think that by the end of the year, I think by December, I think your CPI number is going to have a 6 handle in front of it. I think it's going to be 6 point something by December.
You know, these videos get recorded and put out on the internet, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, and that's what I do. I come on here and I tell you my analysis. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. When I'm right, I come on here and I tell you that I was damn right. And when I'm wrong, I come on here and I tell you that I was wrong and I explain the reasons why I was wrong. But these are my thoughts. These are my beliefs. And this is how I position myself with my own money. You know, I told you guys in August, expect a sell-off in September. We got it. We crushed it in this sell-off. Members in True Trading Group had their biggest months ever in September. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of our members have had the biggest months ever. And the market's down 7.5% in the month of September. It's the worst, one of the worst months of the year. members are making money in this environment, and it's because of me coming up. It's because I like to come on here and say, guys, this is what I think is going to happen. This is what my thoughts are. This is my analysis. And members are able to take that with the education that they've been provided and then find their trade ideas, whether you follow mine or the other mods, or you make your own trades based on that analysis. That's what this game is all about. Members are making money. They're becoming better traders, and that's just the fact of it. Guys, TTG members, tell me right now, guys, members, if you're making money and you're becoming better traders because of the TTG platform, type the $sign in chat right now. Literally, go ahead, type the $sign. You guys tell me if you're making money. Just very simple. Type the $sign if you guys are making money and becoming better traders. Don't take my word for it, guys. Just I'll let members kind of comment on this stuff for you. But people, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, these people type the $sign. There's no difference between them and you. Got the same excuses that you have. Small account, full-time job, no experience, lost money before, got robbed by some other BS furu online. But here they are telling you they're making money. They're becoming better traders. They found us the same way that you all did. That's one of these live streams. And that analysis and those calls, I'm not going to be right all the time. I'm right a hell of a lot more than I'm wrong, but I'll be wrong sometimes. I'm a human, it's like, but this is what it's all about.
That is awesome. So what do you think the best way for people right now, like if you were to ask, I'm curious. Why don't you ask
Duff Beer. I'm sorry. I got to just Duff Beers is a TTG member, and he's like literally right in the eye of the hurricane. So Duff Beers, man, be safe. All of our TTG members that are down there in Western Florida. I mean, Adam's in Miami right now. He's getting hit with the outer bands.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say hit, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, Adam's getting the outer bands, but I know we got a lot of TTG members that are in Florida. So all my TTG fam in Florida, make sure you guys stay safe.
Yeah. So, I got a quick question, Mike. Why don't you? I got a question. That's why I want you to ask this. I don't want to go into like a sales pitch. We're not going to go into a sales pitch. I want to go. I want to see how many new people are on here. So go ahead and ask that, and I'm going to go ahead and get a question ready. Go.
Sure, guys. Do me a favor. We have about 1,200 people on the live. Just type the letters TTG if you're not a member. I just want to see how many people that are on the live that are not members of True Trading Group. Type the letters TTG if you guys are not members of True Trading Group. Type the letters TTG. Just want to see who we have here. Might sound tedious, but let's see. We got Zachary. We got Lars. Just type the letters TTG, guys. We have Harsh, Shah, Gilly, Jacob, Mike. Oh, there's someone coming now. Raverletto, Jay Patel, Noreen, Sunil, Anarchy, Dirty Cuban, Uncle Sam, Gonzalo, Antoinette, John Walima, YM, Jamie, Reza, Jacob Bearden, Callie, Thomas Cook, Millie315, Stacy Dorico, Ray, Paisa Cariu, Vlad Razor, Mike Joyner, John, what's up? Manu, Jasmine Kumar, Mitchell, Corey, Fight the Good Fight. What's up, man? How you been? Kenny Ledee, what's going on? Yo, what's up, Ben Griffin? How are you? Murray, Mike Shu, Danelle, Balakazar, Gustavo. Okay, we have a lot of new faces. Adam, we got a lot of new people on the live today, man. I'd love to see so many new faces coming on here and joining us. A lot of new faces. Donald, what's up? Jen, Carmax.
Nice. All right. No, very, very cool. So here's the question, right? Here's the question that I wanted to ask. I wanted to see how many people are new on here because this next question is really geared towards anyone that just typed the letters TTG in chat. Well, I'm going to ask it to Mike, and then I want you guys to listen because members of True Trading Group know the answer to this question, right? Mm-hmm. Mike, a lot of people on this live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not an easy market environment. Okay. It doesn't matter what you're into, swing trading, day trading, scalping, long-term investing, whatever it is. We do it all at True Trading Group, but it is not a throw a dart anywhere on the board and make money type of environment. You got to actually know what you're doing here. What are the best ways for anyone that's not in True Trading Group, that maybe doesn't, that hasn't been a part of us yet? What are the best ways for those people to take advantage of the action in the markets right now? How do you see this playing out? Because you always talk about how, you've been saying it, this is the greatest market environment that you've ever seen. This is not going to be like this forever. You got to, learn in this environment, all of that stuff. What are the best ways for those people to like, what's the plan?
I've been saying that this is, the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. And I still obviously stand by that. I've been saying it all year. The volatility that you've seen this year, you guys have to realize how long that it's been since you've actually had and have gone through a rate hike cycle. Interest rates have been basically zero since 2008. And I knew coming into this year, obviously the Fed was going to be raising rates, and that was going to create tremendous amounts of volatility in the equity markets that we haven't seen in rising interest rates in 2 decades. So, you've gone through this period this year where the overall market indexes and individual stocks are making massive moves to the downside, massive moves to the upside. And that creates tremendous trading opportunities for people that are active, whether you day trade or swing trade. All right. Now, I'm not talking about people that just, oh yeah, every year I put money in my 401k. I'm talking about people that have an E-Trade account, a Robinhood account, a Webull account, TD, Charles Schwab, and you guys want to get in there and you want to be buying stocks, selling stocks, buying options, selling options. This is the greatest environment that I've ever seen to do that, because it doesn't matter necessarily what it is that you trade, because small caps, mid caps, large caps, they're all moving around like absolutely crazy. You even have commodities that are moving around like absolute crazy. Oil, natural gas, they're trading like small caps themselves. So the volatility that you have is much larger. Volatility just means bigger moves. Bigger moves means bigger percentage gain opportunities, because the stocks are making, if a stock normally is going to move $3 in a day, now it's moving $9. If the SPY usually moves $3 in a day, now it's moving 10. So that allows us as traders opportunities to catch much larger percentage gains on trades. Now, it also provides larger percentage losses on trades that you're wrong, but this is why this is an environment where you really need to know what it is that you're doing, and you have to be educated, because this is not, last year you could have put 100 stocks on a board, just close your eyes through a dart, whatever you landed on, buy it, every single thing went up. That's not the case this year. Some stocks are up, some stocks are down, some stocks are green, some stocks are red, all on the same day. You have to really know what you're doing. So this is the best environment that I've ever seen for active trading, to take advantage of that environment. But it's also a phenomenal opportunity for people that missed out on the COVID crash and missed out on long-term investing opportunities over the last couple of years, because last year valuations got so ridiculous where they were the highest valuations that you've ever seen. The highest valuations, even, go ahead.
I hate interrupting you, because you go on these, you get very into what you're saying, and then, then it's like, I could wait, and then 10 minutes will go by and I won't be able to get in the point. So forgive me, I'm not trying to cut you off. And I'm going to go ahead. All of what you said makes sense, but you're forgetting one thing. Every time you turn on the news right now, it's recession this, inflation that. Hold on. Everything's more expensive. Inflation is out of control. People, the jobs market is tight, but how tight is it, really? And, are people, is this really the right time with everything that's going on in the world? I mean, people, some people are scared, they're scared about it. So, what would you say to those people, that are worried about a recession, that are worried about a softening labor market? They want to take advantage of this, but what is the right answer there? And I already, this is more rhetorical because you and I have talked about it, but this one I want you to really hit on. I feel like this is a very important message.
I always think that when the market is down and when, times are not all Goldilocks, that's the best absolute time for you to get involved and to get educated. These are unprecedented times. All right. These are unprecedented times because never before in history have you seen a year where the S&P 500 went down 25%, the NASDAQ went down more than 30%, and unemployment actually went down during that time period. Unemployment is still at a 5-decade low. You were at 3.7% unemployment, which is historically extremely low. The average unemployment rate from 2000 to 2022 is like 5.8%. You're at 3.7. It is extremely low. Okay, extremely low. And you have an opportunity right now where the jobs market is still insanely strong, where you have nearly 2 open job positions for every one person that's looking for a job. Yes, that labor market's going to soften over the next, probably 6 months as you get into the end of this year and then the beginning of next year. That labor market will soften. The unemployment rate will start to climb. But that's why you should be getting involved and getting educated right now, so that you'll have an opportunity to be able to take advantage of the movement and the trading environment that you have here to try to make and earn some extra income, but then also be able to actually take that money, turn around and invest it when the dust settles. Because you never have a situation where stock markets.
Yeah, but what about people that say, well, there are jobs available, but they're not paying enough. Are those jobs paying the bills? Or they don't have enough money for this or enough money for that. What would you say to that?
I would say to that you have this new gig economy that's absolutely booming that you did not have before in prior recessions. People couldn't go and drive for Uber or drive for Lyft. Okay. People couldn't do any of those things back in 2008. People couldn't do those things in 1982. People couldn't do those things in 2001. Right? Those things were not an option for people to supplement income. We just had a member on the live stream just the other day who actually, literally is retired, living in a community, like a beach community, and goes around and does house chores or cuts people's lawn and makes $100 here, $100 there, and then uses that to fund his trading account and then trades with that money. Like there's more times than ever before for people to earn extra money. There's tremendous opportunity for anybody to earn more money today if you are willing to, right? I'm just saying that, yeah, maybe some people don't want to do those things, but the reality is you can't look at it as an individual. You've got to look at it as a whole. This is not 2008. There's more opportunities now than there's ever been for people to try to make ends meet and earn money by doing other things. It's the gig economy. You never had that previously. But even with that being said, you take a look at what's happening right now. The dust will settle as it always does. And you've never had a moment in history, never, where the S&P 500 went down more than 20% in 1 year and it proved to not be a good buying opportunity. Never. Literally 100% of the time. Not 80%, not 90%.
Show it on the chart. Use a visual, show on the chart. Show it.
100% of the time, okay, that the S&P 500 has gone down more than 20% in a single year, it's proved to be a buying opportunity. Every single time. Even if you're early, even if you went back, okay, go back to COVID. If you were early, that means down 20%. That was right there. It was down 20%. So even if you were early, well, guess what? It was amazing. It was an amazing buying opportunity. Okay. But if you go back to, let's say 2018, even if you were early on 2018, we went down a little bit more than 20% that year, proved to be an amazing buying opportunity. But just keep going back throughout time. If you go back to 2008, which is 2008 is, for those who don't know, 2008 is the worst single year decline in S&P history, down 38% in 1 year. That's the worst decline in 1 year in the S&P ever. And even if you were early that year, even if you bought down 20% right here, and the markets went much, 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 much lower, and never mind just 2008, we went lower to start off 2009. Even if you were early in 2008, literally by the end of 2009, you're already up money. That's the worst stock market crash in 1 year that any of you have ever lived through. It's the worst recession that this country has ever had. Worst recession we've ever had. And 1 year later, you're up money if you bought during the chaos. If you bought when everyone was scared, if you bought when everybody thought the world was going to end. And 2008 was exponentially worse than right now.
I mean, I think there's a reason that everyone keeps referencing it nearly, almost, what is it? I mean, roughly almost 20 years later, know?
It's called the Great Recession for a reason, guys. It was the worst recession. You were literally on the brink of absolute complete financial system collapse. This was a lot more. This is more, you're talking more than just inflation. You're talking more than just, unemployment's going to go up. This was a complete breakdown of the banking system. The government had to literally bail out the banks. The banks almost went bankrupt. Right. You were 48 hours away from going to the ATM machine and Bank of America or Chase or Citigroup or Capital One or Wells Fargo, whatever bank you go to, you were 48 hours away from that bank saying, sorry, Miss Jones, I don't have your money. That is not this. This is inflation. This is raising rates, potential recession, little spike of unemployment, bring inflation back down, go about your merry way. This is not 2008. And it pisses me off when I see people come on social media and they're like, this is going to be the end of days. The market's going down 80%, because all those people are trying to do is get your views and get your clicks and get your attention. They don't care about actually giving you sound guidance, knowledge, and advice that can help you make better decisions. But people see that, they get scared. They think, oh my God, what if this is worse than 2008? And they don't do anything, but instead, the markets don't go down 80%, and those people miss out on a wealth building opportunity, and their lives get destroyed because they make the wrong decisions. They sell when they should be buying. They don't do anything. They keep cash under the mattress, and they let the best companies on planet Earth go down 40, 50, 60%, and they do nothing about it. And then 5 years later, they look back and go, shit, the market didn't go down 80%. I wish I bought. I wish. But you listen to the people that don't actually give a damn whether you make money or not, because the only way they make money is by getting you to click on their video. It pisses me off. The stock market is the greatest wealth builder of all time. And it's the greatest equalizer. Everybody looks up to Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett. Well, guess what? You literally right now, if you wanted to, could go and buy every single stock that Warren Buffett owns. Everyone. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You can go buy every single stock that Warren Buffett owns. You could. Stock market doesn't care where you come from, what your religion is, if you're Republican or Democrat. They don't care what your gender is. The market doesn't care. You have the same exact opportunity if you know what you're doing. And that's why when I see these people out there that spew this complete garbage nonsense, it's ridiculous. If the S&P 500 didn't go down 80% in 2008, it sure as is not going to go down 80% now. Oh, it pisses me off.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things, man, where I feel like this is stuff that is going to be stuff that is studied in the history books, man. You're gonna people are gonna look back and they're gonna see a time when there was job security, people still had money, and the stock market was at a real all-time, all-time low and real good pullback for people to get involved. I mean, you're talking about being able to buy Amazon, and I mean, is Amazon's under $200 now? No.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about buying Amazon under $200. You're talking about buying Apple, for a couple $100. I mean, this is not normal, nor will it be, in my opinion. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, nor will it be what it's like a couple years from now. Everyone's always saying, I want the opportunity. I want the opportunity. And it's like, geez, like, this is it.
Everybody says they want the opportunity. And when the opportunity is standing in front of them, butt naked, slapping them in the face, they're too scared to touch it.
Wow. I'm going to actually sound clip that later when you said everyone wants the opportunity, but when it's standing in front of their face and they're naked and then they slap it and touch it or whatever you said, that's definitely a soundbite that I'm going to use later on for our True Trading Group TikTok channel or feed that you can go check out today. All right.
It's true. It really is. And it's a very famous quote too. People make their money in a bear market. They just don't realize it at the time. It's the truth.
Why do you think people can't grasp something like that? Like why is there so much resistance to that?
Because most people don't know. Most people, you're not taught about this in school. You get no exposure to it whatsoever. Okay. And most people think that, okay, if things are going down, that must mean times are bad and I shouldn't be buying anything. And they think that, oh, if things are going up, that means things are really good. I should go and I should buy everything. But that mindset has left retail investors with the absolute complete worst lag in history, because the average retail investor who does not follow the markets and doesn't know what's going on, you don't even realize the market is crashing until it's already gone down 20-25%. I told you in January the markets were going to crash this year and nobody listened. Now the markets are down 20-25%, and now everybody's a market genius and says, oh no, now's not a good time to invest. I told you guys literally in September and October of last year that I was selling my long-term portfolio because I expected a crash in 2022. Now, people that are involved in the market every day, they know that the market is crashing. We knew the markets were crashing in the first part of 2022. But the average person that doesn't follow the markets, they don't know that the market's down 5% when it's down 5%. They don't know it's down 10% when it's down 10%. It's not until the markets go down like 20% until the average person starts to hear that, oh yeah, what's going on in the stock market? I heard things are down. Yeah, they've been down and they're still down, but they don't know about it until it's already down 20%. So then what happens to that average retail investor? They go, oh, wow, things are bad. They look at their 401k. They go, oh shit, things are bad. I don't want to lose any more money. And then they're like, oh, well, the markets will bounce back. They always bounce back, right? I'll just hold. I'll just hold. They'll bounce back. And the markets go down a little bit more. Now you're down 28%. Now you're down 30%. And now the panic starts to set in, and they go on YouTube and they find the video that has 1 million views of some complete moron talking about how the stock market's going to go down 80%. And that person looks at their 401k and they go, I can't afford to lose this money to go down 80%. I better just sell everything now. And then what happens? The markets go down to be down 32%. And then the bottom gets put in, and then the markets bounce back. You don't even realize the markets bounce back. And now literally just a couple months later, if you're already, the markets are 10-15% higher than where you sold it. And then a year or 2 years goes by and the market goes back to all-time highs. You're not paying attention. And then all of a sudden you see on the news, oh, wow, the market's at all-time highs. Oh my goodness. That means things are really good again. I should start investing again. That's the exact opposite of how you make money in the stock market. But that's how the average investor, that's how they operate, because they don't follow what's going on. They're not educated. They don't know what to do, which is why I hate when I see these people take advantage of people that are not educated on this topic. That's why the TTG platform exists. I want to empower retail traders and investors. I want True Trading to be the reason why that hedge funds and people on Wall Street stop referring to retail traders as dumb money. The reason why retail, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, But institutions in Wall Street, they call retail traders and retail investors, they call them dumb money. The reason why they call them dumb money is because every action they take is purely 100% emotional, and every emotional decision that you're going to make in the markets will be the wrong one. That is why retail investors are called dumb money, because they make these decisions based on emotion, which, based on what I just said to you, is always the wrong one. Stock market crashes start this way. The best professionals sell first. The rest of professionals sell second. Retail sells last. This is how market recoveries work. The best professionals buy first. The rest of the professionals buy second. Retail buys last. And that dynamic is why retail investors consistently underperform and consistently say the stock market's a scam. It's not a scam. You're just literally doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. You know, I want people to be able to get involved during time. So many people stayed on the sidelines in 2020. And I don't blame you for staying on the sidelines in 2020. That happened so fast. The markets crashed 36% in 1 month, literally. And then within 2 months was already right back up to where it came from. You would have had to act so fast and so decisively. I don't blame people for missing 2020. Okay. But I will blame you for missing this because you've had ample time, ample opportunity, an entire year. And you still are going to have more opportunity, but the opportunity is not going to be here forever because the dust will settle, markets will rebound, markets will recover. And you're going to look back 2-3 years from now, and you're going to say, shit, that guy, I hate the Yankees, but he was right. Oh, I want you guys to be able to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's spot on, man. You know, and look, there's some stuff that I want to get into before while I still have power. That's number one because the weather's picking up outside. But a couple things I want to get into, for the rest of the stream, and I'll just lay out what those are for you real quick. But I want. First up, I want your opinion on what you think happens in the market tomorrow, and you don't have to answer it right this second. Let me just read out what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking we do, what happens in the market tomorrow? Do we gap up? Do we go back down? Do we go sideways? What is what is there to look at for the rest of this week? There's still 2 days left. What is there to look at for the rest of this week? And then I also briefly, and I know you and I are not real estate experts, but I also briefly want to, just get your overview on what do you think happens to the stock market once the housing market starts to kind of correct itself here. If you have any input on that or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So those are the topics that I want to kind of round out this live stream with. I think a lot of people on here want those topics covered as well. But before we do that, I kind of want to reiterate something that we did, last night here. This is something that you and I talked about before the stream.
Yeah.
The True Trading Group, is a complete platform, right? And I'll let Mike go over that with you guys in a second, but it's a complete platform. And normally our price is $2,212 to join for the entire year. It's one payment. You get access to everything that we have, all courses, all tools. And we were offering a sale for, it was like 40% off. The price was $13.07. You got a free laptop with it. We're known as the laptop people,
we're the laptop people.
The laptop people. Yesterday, was a crazy day for us, man, because Mike, there's been a lot of trial members inside of True Trading Group, a lot. Yeah. And today, another day, there was, close to 100 total trial members in chat today. And, yesterday and the day before and into last week, when the markets are going straight down and people's 401ks are getting blown up and everyone's afraid and everyone sees recession, and people are concerned and they want to be able to do this, but they don't, they're kind of paralyzed by fear. They don't know what they're doing. It's like a deer in headlights, Yeah. So one of the things that we did yesterday, because normally we get a handful of messages a day, Adam or Mike, can you please, make the price this or that or whatever. And normally it's a handful of messages, right? What we got this week so far has been at least triple that on what we get on a daily basis. So what we did yesterday, we were offering the price for 1307. We're walking the price back up here. And last night, I kind of hit a soft spot from one of the messages that we did get. And, look, if, a lot of people were saying, if it was only around this price, they'd be able to do it. Fine. So last night, instead of 1307, we did a flash sale for, for 1087 is what we did. $1,087 is what we did, which is really, really cheap.
Crazy.
We had some laptops that we gave away with it because we already paid for it. So that was not a big deal. We get off the stream last night. Mike and I tell ourselves, I told Mike, I was like, man, you made, tomorrow, meaning today, is either going to be awesome, because of, your trade, or it's, it's not going to be that great, And I said, I'll tell you what, Mike said to me, he says, well, I'll make you a deal. If it is awesome, you're going to extend the sale for a night. And I was like, all right, whatever, bet. So I'm actually going to extend last night's sale by one night, and I'll take it a step further. There's a lot, there's people this past month that have, and prior to this, within the last 90 days, let's say, that have paid well over 1087. And
everybody's paid over 1087.
Yeah. And I put this out there last night that if you're one of the people that signed up recently and you paid more, that I was going to personally give you the difference back. And there's still people on here today that I don't know if there's people on here today that can vouch for me that I actually did end up giving that money back to them last night and today. But I did. Anyone that requested it that had signed up recently that, who paid more, I went ahead and I personally refunded them the difference of their membership. So if, let's say, they paid $1,300 or $1,307 and we were at 1087 yesterday, I gave them back $220 because that is what integrity looks like. And that's not owed to anybody. Best Buy does not do that. Best Buy does not do that. Home Depot does not do that. We do that. We do that because I don't know why we do that. because I guess it just feels like that's what's right.
Yeah. And that was really more of like the bet that I made with you, just because, if I did it, then that just means it's more people that you have to.
That's okay, man.
That you have to pay back.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to offer this for one more night. Okay? We're going to offer this for one more night. So, and, I will continue to offer a laptop with it for one more night. So the way this is going to work is as follows. Tonight till midnight, we have 15 laptops today, right? Tonight till midnight, whoever signs up will get a laptop and only pay 1087. Tonight at midnight, there will be no side bet after we leave this live stream. There will be no side bet. The price is going to go back up to where it was, and we're just going to continue to walk it back up. All right, but the fact that Mike hit a big play today, morale is good. It is. We want people to not be, if that $200 or that $100 is that big of a deterrent.
Yeah.
Then there you go. then this will take that away. So Mike, go ahead and tell them what they get, and then we'll get into all the other questions. All right.
Yeah, guys, I'm really, we're happy to do it. Like I said, I really want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to actually get some real education that can help them make some better decisions. And that's really what it comes down to. I'm passionate about this stuff. You know, I'm on a mission in life, honestly, and anything that we can do here to help you guys get involved. I don't want people to step back and to miss out on these opportunities. So what we're going to do here now is, like Adam said, we're going to extend that sale for the one more night for the 1087. So all you guys need to do is go to ttgoffer.com, and then you'll enter the coupon code, which is TTG121. Again, that's TTG121. Type in that coupon code manually, click apply code. The price will drop all the way to 1087. That's a 50% discount on the normal membership of $22.12. And the first 15 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. You'll know you're going to get the laptop if you see one inside of your checkout cart. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. And that price that you pay today is locked in for next year. So like the deal when you join TTG, whatever the price is when you join, you're locking yourself in for that price for the following year. So if you pay 1087 here tonight, you'll also be able to pay 1087 next year. It doesn't matter if our membership is $2,500 next year. You'll pay just the 1087 for your membership for the following year. And I'm confident you're going to want to do that, considering we have a 78% retention rate of members that renew that membership. So I'm pretty confident that you're going to want to renew your membership. You don't have to enter your address to get that laptop. When you do sign up, you get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Okay, you live on planet Earth, we're going to get you that free laptop, and you get access to the entire platform. TTG is a platform. You're not just getting some access to some stupid Discord where I'm going to just type to you whenever I buy or sell something. You get access to an entire platform, a platform that includes all of our courses and all of our tools. The courses are a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. You get access to all of them. Okay, there are no upsells for courses. You get all of our courses. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, literally every single course that we have, you get access to it. Joe, if you want, maybe you can post a link in chat of our syllabus. You guys can click on that link. You'll see all of the courses and all the topics that you're going to be able to get access to, every single course. But then you also get the platform, right? The platform is something where we have spent years building relationships with some of the top trading and investing companies that are out there so that we can offer their products on the TTG platform so you don't have to pay for them. So these tools are worth about $5,000 a year if you went to pay for them on your own. Not a lot of money for the professional trader at Goldman Sachs, but a lot of money for the average retail trader investor that's just trying to get started and trying to find their way and trying to take advantage of the opportunity that's out there. So we know that, but I also understand that these tools can give you more information that can help you make better decisions, that can greatly increase your chances of success. I think you need them. That's why we work so hard to get them on the platform. You get Benzinga's real-time news feed with their Squawk Box feature. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get full book level 2 from Quote Media. You get unusual options activity, options flow directly from the CBOE. You get dark pool data from Polygon. You get the trade ideas scanner. You get a simulator you can practice from ETNA, right? You get all of our courses. I already said that. You get a video library that's got over 300 hours of workshops that we've conducted. All of our alerts in real time, remember, from myself and the 9 other professional traders that are mods in True Trading. You get all of our alerts in real time. And again, we've been able to maintain over the last 2 years, we've been able to maintain cumulatively amongst all of us, we've been able to maintain in total a win rate of just around 80% now going on for the last 2 years. You get access to all of this stuff included with your membership when you pay the 1087. Even if you never took one trade from any of the mods, you thought all of our analysis sucked, you thought we all were terrible traders, you never agree with anything we say, you're spending 1087 to get access to $5,000 worth of some of the best financial trading and investing tools that are available on the market today. That is the value of the TTG platform. That is what makes us different from everybody else. Not to mention you're getting access to 10,000 TTG family members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail, that can be there with you to help you. When I say welcome to the family, damn it, guys, I mean it. And you'll realize that when you guys become part of the team and you are in chat and you're talking to members help each other out. It's an absolutely fantastic community. So you just have to go to ttgoffer.com. You're going to enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to 1087. That's 50% off. Tonight's the last night for that. Like I said, I made a bet with Adam yesterday. My SPY calls hit. It was a huge day for us. Over 50% gains, over 50% gains. Okay. Just an absolute monster day. So I'm going to keep this going. We'll do this for one more day. Again, if you see a laptop in your checkout carts for the next 15 people, you'll know that you're getting one of those laptops. And I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. If you guys have any questions about the membership, don't be shy. We're an open book in case you haven't realized that. All right. We're complete, total open book. If you have any questions at all, any questions about me, any questions about True Trading Group in general, send a text message right now to 786-505-4049. Zachary, my brother, Zachary, I see that you're having some issues on the checkout page. Zachary, I see you. I see you, bro. Zachary, send a text message to the number that's on the screen. Zachary, send a text message to the number on the screen. I see that you're having issues checking out. So send a text, Zach, to 786-505-4049. We will help you out. We'll get you locked in for that 1087 and we'll get you checked out. Anybody else that has questions, you can text that number as well. Do not call that phone number, guys. It's a text-only phone number. We can't answer if you call. It's a text-only number, so send a text message. And also, this offer extends to all trial members. We have a ton of trial members right now. If you're on this live stream, if you are a trial member and you want that 1087 price point, send a text to that phone number. That also goes for previous trials and previous annual members. If you want to come back to TTG, you cannot go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code. It will not work for you since you already have no, there's no fees, Junior, nope. So you get TradingView's premium charting software and the Trade Ideas scanner. It streams live on our platform every day. You do not have to pay extra for that, Junior. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can have their products and their technology on our platform so you do not have to pay for it. The Trade Ideas scanner, we have it broken up in small caps, mid caps, large caps. It streams live on our platform every single day. And you get access to TradingView's premium charting software with your membership. Junior, it's totally free, bro. You do not have to pay another dollar for it. The TradingView's charts are like $600 a year. The Trade Ideas scanner, that's a few $100 a year. Just those two things are like $1,000 for the year. It's free.
And that's really what we set out to do. Everyone, everyone and their mom has some sort of day trading course, right? With all sorts of promises and BS.
Right.
We are not a day trading course. Do we have a course on day trading as part of our syllabus? Yes. But we also have courses on options trading, swing trading, futures, crypto, long-term investing, trader psychology. I mean, everything. And it's not, for us, just coming out with that curriculum is great. But what really sets us apart is that we want it to be more than that. And what makes us more than that is the ability to offer you all of these tools included with no upsells whatsoever.
Yeah,
and that's
we
just
even have a course. We even have a course that teaches you how to do your taxes.
Oh yeah, the taxes course. Yeah.
So, and guys, also, and I forgot to mention with your membership, this is something we always do in TTG here. Your membership comes with a double your money back guarantee. So let me explain how this works. When you join, you can join True Trading Group right now for $1,087. The first 15 people to do so will get a free laptop with their membership. But everybody that joins, you have 12 months, okay? The length of your membership. I'm not telling you, you have to do this in 30 days. No, you have 12 months. Go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. We do them every week. I'm asking you to attend One, if you do those three things and fail to make the $1,087 back at least once during your membership, I will give you back $2,174. That is double what you paid to join us. I have no problem offering you that because I see the results that members have. And since 2016, we have only had to refund 2.6% of our users.
That is true.
We also retain about 78% of our members renew their membership. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,750 reviews. Based on what members tell us, based on the reviews they leave, based on the refund rate of 2.6, based on our retention rate of 78, I can very confidently sit up here and offer you double your money back and say that TTG has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little effort, I'm confident that it can work for you as well. And I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is and back up that statement with a double your money back guarantee. That's the deal when you guys join True Trading Group. And I have no problem. No one else is going to offer you that because everyone else knows, okay, that they can't because they would go bankrupt. We've only had to refund 2.6% of our users since 2016. So I don't mind doing that. I don't think you're going to need the double your money back guarantee since we've only had to use it 2.6% of the time. But it's there for peace of mind. People are worried right now. They hear the word recession. They don't know what's going on. They want to learn. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's learn. And if you can't even make back your membership fee at least once because of with our platform's help, then we failed you.
Yeah, Zachary, who ended up signing up, and I'm going to get to his name in a second, but how do you know? How do you know if they made the money back?
You actually will send us your brokerage statement. Yeah, and we will see if you made or did not make back your membership fee.
Yep. It's that simple.
Literally.
So
we can see on the back end of our site, did you complete the courses? Did you pass the quizzes? Did you attend a study group? We can see all that because you have to log in on our site to do those things. So I can see if you've done those things or not. And then we're just going to ask you to send us a copy of your brokerage statement. We'll take a look. And if that's true and you never made it back, then we're going to give you double your money back.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Zach, most people, like even if someone does come to us, we actually have most people say, hey, listen, I don't even want the double my money back guarantee. Can I have a free year? No problem. If you come to me and say, Mike, listen, I know you offer the double your money back, but it didn't happen this year. Whatever it was, maybe you got busy with work. Maybe something happened with your family that took time away, or maybe you just couldn't get the hang of things, but you really feel like you're close and you want a free year. No problem, man. If you want a free year, I'll give you that. So we'll give you a whole year for free if that's the case. I want people to be able to get access to this information to start making better decisions. It should not cost you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. I see the prices that some of these people charge on their platform. It's so ridiculous. Nobody's platform no one should be charging $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Garbage. They don't have to. And I can tell you this. I worked on Wall Street. I worked at a fund. Okay, I went through a 3-month training program before I was able to touch $1 of that fund's money. And I basically simplified that training, expanded upon it, and that's the TTG curriculum. You have $5,000 worth of all these tools and resources that we add to the platform, and I can offer you all of that for less than $1,100. So think about the next time you see a course and someone's charging $5,000. And all you get is a chat room and they tell you what they buy and sell. Think about that. I received a Trader of the Year award in 2008, the worst stock market crash you guys have ever seen.
Like, who gave you this Trader? I heard a rumor that your mom gave it to you in your basement. Is that true?
It was my mom. It was my mom.
Who gives somebody a Trader of the Year award?
It was internally it was internally. Like, there's not like an organization that like has all these people. Like, it's within the firm itself. We had about 400 employees. It's within the firm itself.
And how did you win it? What criteria was that based off of?
Just performance.
Okay.
Just performance. And listen, during 2008, I was short the banks. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citigroup. I was short them.
Were you one of the youngest people in there?
I was the youngest one to receive the award.
Did that piss off other people?
It sure did. I was actually, I actually got promoted up to oversee risk parameters on 6 traders underneath me. And I was the youngest out of the traders that were underneath me. And the person that was the oldest had been there for years and was super pissed off about it. And it became like he hated me. He absolutely hated me not for no reason, just because I was young and I was already in charge of his risk parameters. So it was, and I would like lead like the morning meetings when we would talk about like, okay, this is what we're trying to do. We want to be long this, we want to be short this. And we would kind of go over like our plans for the day. But he absolutely hated me.
All right. And,
let me address something. There's a lot of people, I just want to make one statement and then I'll Adam go right back to what you said, but I've seen a couple comments. People saying, Mike, what do you think about GDP data tomorrow? Guys, the GDP data tomorrow is not a new piece of data. It's a revision. So it'll be slightly different or maybe exactly the same from the GDP data that already came out. It's a revision of the GDP data. It is not a new piece of data. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I think we're good. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about on the sales, or can we get back? Let's get back to our regular.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's it. I mean, listen, if anybody has questions, you can send a text message to that phone number. That's it.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions, and we can get back to kind of the educational stuff.
All right, great. And again, this is going to be the last night we do it. So yeah, this will be the last night that we do this. But we thought it was a good gesture. And so far so good. So real quick before we get into everything else for the rest of the week, guys, go ahead and smash that like button. There's been thousands of people on the stream tonight. We're at almost 1,000 people right now. If you guys appreciate what we do here night after night, go ahead and smash the like button. If you hate the New York Yankees, smash the like button. If you love the New York Yankees, smash the like button. If you're one of the people that have left me a 1-star review on Trustpilot, go F yourself and then smash the like button. Okay. So all right. Let's get into it here. And so your mom didn't give you the Trader of the Year award.
No.
I understand.
She gave me the Son of the Year award.
Got it. Trying to think, did you work for some Mickey Mouse hedge fund that was maybe worked out of a deli on Wall Street?
We actually worked out of the subway. The internet really wasn't that great.
You had internet in the subway in early?
No, the internet really wasn't that great. It was actually really. We had to kick the rats away. There was actually a time when a rat jumped on my keyboard and accidentally bought 10,000 shares of Apple. It was
so Ruben was really the rat.
Yes, that was it.
Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, Mike worked at T3 Alpha Fund. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And if you were such a great trader of the year, and the golden boy, why did the fund go out of business shortly?
After the 08-09 crash, you had 50% of funds on Wall Street closed up shop. And T3 became just a traditional prop firm where nobody gets salaries or anything like that. Just a regular prop trading firm, which a lot of people, you guys, if you're on here, you probably know what prop trading firms are. And then I went off and I was still trading on my own. And I went off and I saw like other business ventures and I was doing other things where I was still trading for myself. And then I ended up meeting Adam, and Adam and I joined forces. We ended up starting other businesses together. And then in 2014, we had the idea to form True Trading Group and bring my education and experiences and the stuff that I can help, people with. We had the idea in 2014. That's when we incorporated TTG. And then we launched a beta version in 2016 and then launched live to the public in 2017.
Yeah, that is true. Hang on one second. And a quick question for you as well. Let's see. How did you, I guess I just don't understand. How did you win a Trader of the Year award? How were you able to trade millions of dollars of that hedge fund's money and you're not a licensed trader?
You didn't have to be.
What do you mean? How
you would
is that
need to be, so you would need,
like FUD, Mike.
you would need to be a licensed, you need to be licensed. So first of all, after 2008, 2009, a lot of regulations have changed and there's a lot of new, so now if you were even to trade at a prop firm, I think now you need like a Series 63 or now there's a license now that you need to even work at a prop firm that you did not need even before 2008 and 2009. And then if you need like a Series 7 or something like that you need that in order if you're going to be like selling financial products or selling financial or giving financial advice to other people.
Got it.
But now, even after 2008, 2009, now you even need a license to be a prop trader.
So you didn't need it then, is what you're saying?
No.
Okay. All right. No, that's good, man. You know, you said something earlier that I'd like you to clarify as well.
Sure.
Yeah. No, you stated earlier on here that you're sick and tired of all these people that just try and get you to click on something for money and whatever instead of getting a real education. You sell memberships every night on here.
Yeah.
What makes that different?
I mean, honestly, what makes it different? First of all, we charge such an insanely cheap amount of money for what you guys get access to. We can come on here and say the membership is $5,000 if we wanted to, because just the tools that are on the platform are $5,000. The fact that
call it $1 million, it doesn't mean someone's going to pay for it.
Well, then we wouldn't have much of a business then, would we?
No. That's correct. I'm asking you what makes it different, right? You're still saying that you're this amazing trader. You're going to show.
I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that.
You're not an amazing. I mean, you're kind of saying it, but you're.
No, listen. Yes. I obviously, but I'm just saying. I'm not coming on here saying join TTG because I'm the best trader in the world. That's not what I'm saying to people. It's like I want you to join True Trading Group because that's why I even said to you, I was like, even if you think I'm the worst trader in the world, okay, that's not even, you can still get tremendous value from the TTG platform. The whole point of the TTG platform, that's why it's called True Trading Group and it's a platform. It's not just watch Mike trade and it's just like a Discord room and I just tell you what I buy and sell and that's it. And you're just left to your own devices and you can follow me if you want. If you do, great. If you don't, go screw yourself. That's not what True Trading Group is. We've built True Trading Group because there's a complete void and hole in this industry for retail traders and investors where they can get actual real information and real education, not I've got some special secret pattern, special secret equation that I figured out in my mom's basement that I'm going to share with you that Wall Street doesn't want you to know, but I'm going to teach you this one strategy. Total bullshit. Okay.
No, come on.
Sorry. It's complete garbage. All right. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you that when I worked at this firm in New York, before they let me touch $1 of their money, I had to sit in a classroom style setting for the first 3 months of my employment and learn. And somebody taught us the proper way to do things. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are on this live stream that would have loved the opportunity to be taught by professionals on Wall Street the proper way to navigate markets. So what I've done is basically I've simplified that. I've also expanded on it a bit through my own experiences over the last 16 years. And that is the TTG platform. You shouldn't have to get hired at a firm on Wall Street in order to get access to this type of information.
We shouldn't have to. Hang on a second though. But if you're able, let me ask you a question. If you just spent the entire day focusing on your own trades and your own stuff, and that's all you did full time, you could make 7 figures a year, right? Are you confident that you could?
Yeah.
Okay. So then my question is this: why the hell would you go through all this stress for everyone else. Why would you do that and not just trade for your why would you do that and not just trade for yourself? Why would you sell it? Is it because those that can't do teach?
No, dude. Well, listen, first of all, True Trading Group's a business. That's first and foremost. And it's a hell of a business. And I'm an entrepreneur. If I can make more money by selling my experiences and the education that I can provide, I'm going to do so. And I'm not going to apologize for it. Why does Tiger Woods instructor, why does he charge people for lessons? Okay. Why does someone that is a billionaire that owns billions of dollars in real estate, why do they sell courses on how to invest in real estate? Because it's a business. And if I can make money doing what I love, there's two things in this world that I love doing and I'll never turn down. I'll never turn down a conversation about sports, and I'll never turn down a conversation about stocks. What I do on a daily basis is what I'm going to be doing, literally, was what I would be doing every day anyway. So if I can form a successful business while doing it, then for selfish reasons, obviously that makes sense. And that's a good business decision on my part. Secondly, I'm at a point right now where honestly, I genuinely get such a feeling of accomplishment and joy from seeing the positive impacts that this has on individual people's lives. Might sound, cookie cutter or cliche or whatever it is, but there's so much truth behind that. We have a lot of members that come on these live streams and they share their stories with you, and you hear their stories. I hear those stories from people on a weekly basis. So you guys hear these stories and people say, oh man, I'm crying, I'm tearing up from some of the stories of people that we've had on here that their house was in foreclosure and they were able to pull themselves out of that foreclosure and pay off the money that they were owed. People that single mom of 2 kids that lost their job during COVID and was able to put food on the table. Somebody that was able to send their kid to the college that they wanted to go to, not the one that they previously were able to afford. Like stuff like that are things that the joy that I get from that, I can't even begin to explain, because I look at where I am in my life today, and I know for a fact that I would not be where I am had I not gone through the experiences, gotten the education that I had throughout my life. And there was a lot of people along the way that helped me get to where I am, and a lot of people that I learned from. And if I didn't have that guidance and that education, I wouldn't be here. Like I would not be at the point of success that I am at today if it wasn't for that. So I know firsthand the power and the positive impact that something like this could have on someone's life. Not everybody, not everybody is going to be successful. Not every single member in True Trading Group is going to be successful, okay? But the majority of them are, and it's like, I look at this and I say, okay, well, if this can have this type of a positive impact for me, when someone joins True Trading Group, I take that responsibility very, very, very seriously, because I know the positive impact that it could potentially have for them and for their family. And that, listen, say what you want about me as an individual or as a person. I don't really care what anybody has to say about me. I know the kind of person that I am. I know what brings me joy. I know what my goals are in life, and I know what I'm going to continue to do while we build that.
Why would you want to create competition for yourself? Aren't you creating a bunch of people that are going to be competing with you to get that money in a trade?
The exact opposite. The total exact opposite. Listen, when I'm trading, if I'm trading by myself completely in a vacuum, I have 2 eyeballs. If I am trading in a chat room with 2,700 people, and 2,700 people have the education that I have and they know what to look for, that makes me a better trader. I can't tell you how many times members have brought trade setups and ideas to my attention that I otherwise would not have seen, and I take the trade and make money on it. And I'm like, wow, yo, great job. Hey, I owe you a steak dinner. Just like the moderators in TTG and myself help members make money, members also help us make money. We all make each other better traders. Otherwise, what's the point of being in a group? Just so you can stroke the ego of some trader and, oh, you're such an amazing trader. No, the better that you all are, the better that we all are. And that's what being in a group is about, making each other better.
Yeah, but dude, 92% of people lose day trading. Day trading is basically a scam.
Listen, yes, 92% of people lose money day trading, because 92% of people They go, oh wow, I heard GameStop is going crazy. I'm going to open up a Robinhood account. I'm going to put $1,000 in it, and I'm going to go on Reddit. And they just start trading options, having no clue what they are doing. I promise you, 92% of True Trading Group members are not losing money.
Yeah, no, that's true. And we also don't only day trade.
We also don't only day trade. We day trade.
Right.
We also swing trade.
This is not a day trading. This is not a day trading course, right?
Right.
So,
This is right. We day trade. We also swing trade. Every day in True Trading Group, there's day trades. Every day in True Trading Group, there are swing trades every single day. And we also do long-term investing stuff as well.
All right. No, I think you answered all my tough questions there. How did I do with that?
Those are good questions.
Thank you, man.
That's why people like when you come on.
I feel like the public needed to know the answers to those questions.
Yeah. You ask all of the tough questions.
I you know what? It's kind of easy when you know the answers. So so all right, let's move on. Let's wrap it up here. What I want to know is, what are you looking at tomorrow? What do you let's do this. What are you looking at tomorrow?
Yeah.
What do you think happens during the open tomorrow? And what are you most interested in looking at for the rest of the week?
Okay, so as you guys know from yesterday's live stream, I got call options. Okay. So the call options that I got in yesterday were the October 7th expiration, $365 strike call. We absolutely crushed those today. Okay, over 50% gains on those SPY call options. Now, I am out of the bulk of that position. I am holding on to still a small piece of this position in case we can get through a major resistance level that I'm not quite confident we are going to, which is why I sold the bulk of my position. But if we do, this market has a lot more room to breathe. If we can get through this one area, I'll show it to you now. And that's why I'm still in a small piece of these calls. Okay. But I want to be very conscious of this 372 to 373 area. If you guys look back here to the left on my screen, you see this used to be a major level of support. Okay. This used to be a major level of support. Now, as we go over here to the right, we had this big gap down day from the 22nd into the 23rd. You have this big gap down. All right. And then ever since you had that big gap down, you can see for 3 consecutive days prior to today, this level acted as resistance. Then today, even with today, this big move to the upside, you can still see this level, this zone acting as a level of resistance. What I'll actually do is, I'm going to sneeze, guys. I'm sorry. But what I'm actually going to do is instead of drawing a line, I want to draw a zone, because this really is a resistance zone and it's in the low 370s. Oh, excuse me. I just accidentally drew that. Let me delete that. Okay. And let me draw this and do this way. Okay. So here's this level of resistance that we see. And I'll make this red so those of you can all see this very clearly. Okay. Here's your resistance zone. Now, what you'll notice is it used to be support back here in June and July, right? Then it's also this gap fill. So remember you had this big gap down day? See this big gap down day on the 23rd? If you can get back up and fill that gap, you're still within the resistance zone. So this resistance zone literally takes you from about 370.50, 371-ish. It takes you all the way up to 374. So it's literally the low 370s is a resistance zone. Okay, it's a resistance zone. All right. So I'm not so sure we're going to be able to get through this level, which is why today, as we approach that level, I'll go to a 3-minute chart intraday, just so you guys can see intraday, which is why today, as we approach this level, we were peeling profits off in chat right here before the close. So right there before the close today, we started peeling more profits off on our position because this resistance level was being reached. All right. So we were being smart, being prudent, taking profit. Now, if this level is able to be broken to the upside, then you have room all the way up to the low 380s, which is the lows prior to the Fed meeting. And you guys can see here on my screen, this level used to be a major level of support. and then we broke it when you had your Fed meeting. So if the SPY can get through this resistance zone you see on my screen, I think you have a very real chance of getting back to this area. So that's the reason why I'm still holding a small piece of this position, just in case the markets can make that push. Because if the markets make that push, you're talking about these options probably going, up 200, 250%. I mean, it would be such a ridiculous move. So I'm like, I'll hold on to a small piece of that position just to see if we do get that move. But if not, if this resistance zone that you see on my screen, this red area, if that level cannot be broken, then the markets probably trade back to the downside and you probably go back to the low to mid 360s. And at that point, I would take my profits off the table and then I would just, flatten out on the trade. We got to welcome Ella, Michael, and Zachary. Ella, Michael, Zachary, welcome to the TTG family. Glad to have you guys as part of the group. Welcome to the TTG family. Ella, Michael, and Zachary, welcome to the TTG family. There are 12 of those laptops left now, guys. Again, if you guys want the 50% discount that we're going to do here this evening, and if you guys want the laptop, the double your money back guarantee, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops down to that $1087, and then you guys will get the double your money back guarantee. Like I said, if you don't make back the $1087 at least once after going through our courses, our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you guys double your money back. That's the deal. You have any questions about the membership? If you're watching this later and you guys have any questions, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Or if you're watching this later and you are wondering, oh man, I wonder if there's still laptops left. If you go to TTGoffer.com and you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're going to be getting one. You see one, you're good to go. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. We cover the shipping. Once you sign up, you'll get a welcome email. Inside of your welcome email will be instructions how to claim the free laptop. All right. So again, you just go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You're good to go. All right. So there you have it, folks. So that's kind of my game plan there for tomorrow. I am going to also be keeping a very close eye on Netflix. Netflix has been relatively strong over the last couple of days. Today, specifically, some news out on Netflix and a price target raise and an upgrade to buy from neutral. And we're coming up on a major resistance level here for Netflix at 250. 250 was the gap down from their huge earnings miss in April, that massive gap down day. So now you're back to that level, that 250 level. You can see it's the gap entry. We tested it in August. It was resistance. We tested it again in September. It was resistance. And now we're going to get up there and we're going to test that level again. You got to watch Netflix to break through 250. If you break through 250, I think that stock has room. I think it can get all the way up into the 270s if the markets do recover. So what I'm going to look for here with Netflix, let's say the SPY is able to get through that resistance zone that I just drew for you on the daily chart, the low 270s. If that's the case, I think the SPY then can make a push up to like 281. If that happens, yeah, I want to look to Netflix to be long for a move through 250 and possibly up towards 270 if the SPY and the NASDAQ and the rest of your markets are able to actually speed up and get a little bit of a bear market rally. On Sunday, this past Sunday, I did a live stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern to give you my weekly outlook, as I always do. Make sure you set your reminders, guys, and turn on your notifications so you never miss out on those lives. But on Sunday of this past live stream, and I gave you my market outlook, I very specifically said to you, I think the markets are going to start the week, W-E-A-K, and I think we're going to finish strong and actually have a green week. That was what I said on Sunday night. So far, that seems to be coming to fruition. Okay, with Monday, Tuesday being weak, Wednesday, here's your bounce. Now let's see what happens tomorrow. You're going to have some jobless claims numbers that are going to be coming out. There's some other economic data that's out there. We'll see if the markets can actually continue higher, and if I'm going to be right with a little bit of a bear market rally, or is today just a quick little one-day dead cat bounce, and tomorrow we're right back down to new lows. We'll have to see, right? But that's why I took the bulk of my position off the table, over 50% gain. on that top take profit there right before the end of the day. It was a great day for us inside of chat. I'm still long a small piece just in case we get through that level. We got to welcome Alethea, Danelle, and Quentin. Welcome to the TTG family, folks. That means now we're down to just 9 of those laptops. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. Price drops to 1087. You see a laptop in your checkout cart, you know you're getting one. There's 9 of them left. You have any questions? Don't hesitate. Send a text, 786-505-4049. If you are a trial member, a previous trial, or a previous annual member, you also send a text to that phone number. And again, you don't need to enter your address when you join. If you're watching this live stream later, you see a laptop, when you go to ttgoffer.com, that's how you know you're good. That's how you know you're getting one. Welcome all of our new members to the family. All right, folks, so there you have it. There's my breakdown. There's my thoughts on the markets and my plans here for the rest of the week. Just, congratulations. Adam, was there anything else that you wanted me to run through? Or
pretty much it, tomorrow at the same time, we go live again. And we got some earnings coming up soon, right?
Yeah, you'll get earnings season. We'll start up in October.
Okay.
And that's going to be the determining factor.
All right. So, maybe we start working that into the narrative of this conversation, a little bit this week and into next week. And, there's still some great stuff to talk about this week. I'm interested to see, like most, I think most people, just like the title of this video, is the stock market crash over, or is this just a bear market rally? And to your answer, what is your direct answer to that yet? Or is it, more of it depends, right? Because one of the things that, and I'll let you answer it obviously, but one of the things that you have said recently that I feel makes a lot of sense is this is not the market to be, predicting, right? This is the market to be reactive.
Yes.
And every night and even in chat sometimes we see people saying, well, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? What do you think is going to happen next week? Where are we going to be here? And they're not listening.
No, they're not.
Right? Because that's the exact opposite of what you're trying to do, or the message you're trying to do.
I always tell people what I think is going to happen, right? And I position myself accordingly. But you get a lot of people, it's usually the most inexperienced of people that will come on and say, tell me one stock I buy tomorrow. And they say like stupid stuff like that on the live stream. If you're so good, tell me what we do tomorrow. Like, where do you think the low of the year is? Tell me your price. Like, and what I try to explain to people is that is why so many inexperienced people fail miserably, and they continue to fail throughout life when it comes to the market specifically, because they spend their entire life trying to find someone that can predict the future rather than trying to find someone that can correctly analyze data. And being a good trader is not saying, it's not closing my eyes and telling you where I think a stock is going to be 2 months from now. It's being able to say, this is what's taking place. This is why the markets are going up. This is why the markets are going down. What catalysts can cause the markets to go down further? What catalysts can cause the markets to actually go higher? Because there are so many moving parts right now in this entire equation. You've got Russia, Ukraine, you got China, Taiwan, you've got inflation, you've got yields out of control, you've got, obviously what happens to the jobs market. If the Fed going to continue, and they're going to give you another 75 basis points in November, or are they going to give you 50? Are they going to give you 50 basis points in December, or are they going to give you 25? Does anybody on this live stream know the answer to that question? No, you have no freaking clue. Jerome Powell doesn't even know what he's going to do for the November Fed meeting. So don't even try to pretend like you know what Jerome Powell is going to do at the November Fed meeting, because he doesn't even know the answer to that question yet. So nor do you. Now, whether Jerome Powell does 75 or 50 at the November meeting is going to make a difference in whether the markets move higher or move lower. Whether or not Jerome Powell does 25 basis points instead of 50 at the December meeting will make a difference in where the markets go, whether they go up higher, whether they go down lower. You have catalysts coming up here in the month of October that's going to be earnings. I don't think that the stock market crash is over yet. I still expect a lot of volatility in October, because in October, you're going to get a lot of companies that are going to do what FedEx did. FedEx came out with a warning. FedEx was like, warning, We're not going to meet our earnings expectations. They're actually going to be bad. We're going to revise our expectations lower. Bad, bad, bad. But then you're going to have companies do the exact opposite of they're going to do what like Costco did. And Costco was like, actually, for us, things look really good. Prices have actually come down drastically for us and in our supply chain. Inflation has rolled over for us. So we're actually sticking with our guidance. And you're going to get a lot of up and down, big up and down, and big up and big down days, I think, in the month of October while the markets try to find their bottoms. But I do think that the market will bottom during that earnings process, similar to how the markets bottomed during that June, July earnings process. I think you can bottom during the October earnings process if earnings are not as bad as people think or are worried that they're going to be. And then if inflation cracks September and October, then you are set up for that November, December bear market rally. But you have to be able to adjust. That's my thought process now. That's my theory and my belief now. But if something happens between now and then where something I said to you changes, what if inflation doesn't crack? What if inflation from September is 8.2? Well, then now this starts, you have to be able to analyze that data and change your thought process. And I will tell you that if that thought process changes. But those are my thoughts. That's my setup. Those are the catalysts I'm paying attention to. And if that ever changes, I will let everybody know. We got to welcome Keenan, Gustav, Lisa, and Raylan. Keenan, Gustav, Lisa, and Raylan, welcome to the TTG family. It's my honor to have you guys part of the group. That means there now is just 5 laptops left. 5 of them are left. If you go to ttgoffer.com, you see that laptop, you know you're good to go. Type in the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and you guys are good to go. All right.
Say hi. Say something.
Oh, hey, Minna. I didn't even see you standing there. Hi, Minna. Oh, I hear Ari in the background screaming.
Yeah.
It looks like so nothing's changed at the Hyman household, I see. Just a regular day. Your mic is.
I know, because everyone was screaming.
Oh.
All right, man. Well, yeah.
Hi, Mina. My name's not Mina. It's pronounced M-I-N-A, Mina.
That's right.
Mina.
You tell TTG Sunshine that.
Like,
Yeah. Tell them, Minna.
like M-I-N-A.
M-I-N.
Not Mina. It's M-I-N-A.
All right.
She told you guys. She told you guys.
All right.
No,
Yeah, let me show them the platform, and then we'll dip out for the day. Guys, listen. If you're not interested in a membership at all, no worries. You guys can sign off the live stream now. I'm done going over like the analysis and the educational stuff. What I'll do now is for those that are interested, I'll actually show you the platform. Okay, so if you guys want to see what the membership includes and what the platform looks like, you guys will get access to the chat room, of course. The chat room is where the mods and we share our screens with you. We're live on the microphone, providing commentary throughout the day. We are opening up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern every day. We stay open all the way through until the market closes. We're not just gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. You can also use the mobile app to stay connected to our chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. That's how so many of our members that have full-time jobs take advantage of the platform. You get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade, so you can follow along with what we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. You get 2 small private study group sessions. This is a chance for you to talk to one of our mods, ask questions, so we can help speed up that learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. You go to Benzinga directly. It's going to cost you over $1,000 to get access to this. It's included when you pay the $1087 to join the TTG platform here today. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. This will cost you about $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. It's free with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stock store in the day. That would cost you a few $100. It's free with your membership. Guys, the code word for tonight is Minna. The code word for tonight is Minna. This is a code word for a giveaway that we do with members. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. It's not for you. If you are a member, this is code word number 4 out of 18. The code word for tonight, folks, is Minna, and that's M-I-N-A. All right. That's a code word for tonight, folks. Also, you're going to get a simulator from ETNA. This will let you trade stocks and options with fake money. This way you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. This would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly on your own. It's free with your membership. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the value of the TTG platform. It's not just me saying, hey, I'm such a great trader, come follow all my trades. This is the value of the platform that you're getting access to. You also get our own scanner, which lets you create customized scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity with options flow, stuff that used to only be available to professionals, stuff that costs a lot of money to get access to. It is free, included on our platform when you pay the 1087. There's also a social sentiment scanner that goes through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter, and it tells you which ticker symbols are being mentioned most, so you can help stay ahead of the crowd. We have a trading journal that will actually track all of your trades and give you statistics and numbers, so you can see actually how you're trading based on the numbers and statistics. So you can try to figure out what you're doing wrong so you can make some improvements. You get unlimited analyst ratings on any stock, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on the name. Insider buying, insider selling, short data. Folks, it's all included when you join TTG. The mods and I also publish watch lists every single morning of the stocks we're looking at and the game plan and how we intend on trading them. You get access to that, obviously. And then you get access to all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of, again, what I learned when I worked at the firm in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. It's all included when you guys join the TTG fam. There are no upsells for courses. You don't join, and all of a sudden there's VIP courses that cost $1,000 extra. Nope. All of them are included when you join the family. Okay. All of it's included. All right.
Real quick. Wait. Junior Bodine says, is the data like Trading View's extra pay real-time data? Yeah, so it is from Quote Media. So all of our data comes from all the real-time data is going to come from Quote Media. It's going to be real-time full book level 2, real-time streaming data. Everything is going to be streaming real-time. So it is a, dare I say, the data-wise, a better version of what is offered, or not better, just a more complete version of what is offered with the pay extra on TradingView. So, Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say because it actually the feed for the data is actually coming directly from Quote Media.
Right. So, and you don't have to pay anything extra for that.
Right.
Everything that Mike is showing you, there's no upsell for. You pay the 1087. It's not an introductory period or anything. You get it for the whole year.
Yeah. There's no like extra fees or anything like that, Junior.
Right. The only thing is, the only thing I will say is that if you are a licensed financial professional, we are not able to offer the real-time data to you.
Correct.
So, Junior, the only exception to this is if you are licensed with FINRA, then you cannot use the data that we provide because we are only allowed to offer it to non-professionals.
Yeah.
We cannot offer it to licensed FINRA licensed financial professionals.
Good point.
It's an extra charge for them that we're not set up for.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
You will also be getting our video library. The video library has about 300 hours of workshops. These are workshops that the mods and I have conducted live with members, covering a variety of different topics, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to build a long-term portfolio, intro to options. And then you can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. But the video library is there for past ones as well. Guys, so listen, it's time you invested in something real, a platform that can actually bring you guys value. Now, like I said before, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, okay? But what I can guarantee is that if you do not make the 1087 back at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you guys back $2,174. That is what I can guarantee you. All right? This is going to be the last night that we're going to keep this 1087 price point. All right? We did it yesterday. It was a quick flash sale. All right? Now, we kept it here. I made a bet with Adam yesterday because he was kind of questioning my SPY call play. So I made a bet with him. If I hit it, then we were going to extend it for one more night. We did. Here it is, 1087, but this is going to be the last night. And then we'll start just moving the price of that membership back up like we did. So this is the last night. 1087 is just an absolutely insanely ridiculous price for everything that you guys get included on this platform. Like I said, you saw me just go through everything that's included with your membership. That stuff would cost you about $5,000 if you were to go and purchase it directly. Junior, you know how much TradingView costs. You know how much Trade Ideas costs. You know how much, real-time data costs. This stuff is very expensive. But the average person that's just starting out does not necessarily have the extra funds to buy all that stuff and have money to trade with and buy some courses to get educated. I mean, that's a lot of money you're asking from people. That's why we spent years building relationships with those firms so we can have their products on our platform so that we can offer it at a price that is affordable for all. But that's only until tonight. That 1087 price point is not going to be there past tonight. So you guys, there's 5 laptops left. You go to ttgoffer.com. You enter that coupon code TTG121. The price has dropped to 1087. That's good for tonight, until tonight. And then if you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's 5 of them left. You have any questions, send a text, 786-505-4049. Get your butts in chat. Let's finish this week off strong. Great day today, guys. But tomorrow's a new day, new opportunities. Let's go kill it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. Make sure you smash that like button, show us some love. Turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great night.